Hey everyone, John McGrew here. I'd like to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a chance to spend some time with their family and friends over the holidays, and I'd especially like to thank the crews that work storms up north and at home during Christmas. So today's our first day back to work for most of us in the new year, and I'd like to take a couple minutes of your time this morning to set the goals for 2021. Make sure everybody knows the direction in which we're going. But first, I'd like to take a look back on 2020 and review some of the accomplishments that we made and challenges we encountered last year. When we started out last year, we talked about growing the company and being a major competitor in utility construction in the region. In order to do so, we raised our pay rates by $4 an hour over the past 6 months for our journeymen, our foremen, and our general foreman. This enabled us to grow our company by 10 crews. We also added 90 new pieces of equipment to our fleet, fixed equipment, and added new tools to the trucks. We also added an FR clothing program that allows you to choose what you feel most comfortable wearing on the job site. We also made great strides in our apprenticeship program, giving everyone in progression a career path with a timeline and enabling those who are journeymen to test out and receive a DOL certification as a distribution lineman. But last year, we were challenged with the COVID-19 pandemic, and we learned to adjust our daily routines to keep ourselves, our families, and our co-workers safe from the disease. We didn't get it through it unscathed, though. Some of our co-workers and their families got sick, but thankfully, everybody made a full recovery or are on their way to making a full recovery. We need to keep in mind that the pandemic is still a major threat, and we need to take all precautions of social distancing, wearing a mask when in public, and washing our hands frequently, just following the CDC guidelines. Following these guidelines will help eradicate the disease, hopefully, in the upcoming months. We also sent crews on 9 different storms last year, starting in February, with the tornadoes in Mississippi and the hurricanes throughout the Southwest from August to November. And we did this without any injuries or major incidents. With all that being said, we did experience 10 at-fault outages, 3 OSHA recordable injuries, and 5 at-fault vehicle accidents during our normal work last year, which goes without saying. We have our challenges ahead of us through the new year. This brings me to what the new year is going to look like. I'm going to step up the game on safety going into 2021 by introducing a safety campaign where everyone from the most junior groundmen to our senior leadership will actively participate through training, testing, and midweek communications throughout the year. We're going to simplify our safety discussions and focus on 4 of the biggest causes of incidents and injuries in 2020. Line of fire, protective cover, rigging, and driving. If we take the time every day to discuss these 4 topics, then I have no doubt every day will be an incident-free day. Along with focusing on the causes, we'll be using a couple tools from the Human Performance Handbook. Again, it doesn't have to be cumbersome to be successful. We'll be talking up a questioning attitude, peer check, self-check, and most importantly, stopping and thinking about the task you are about to do, what the expected outcome should be, and do you have the hazards mitigated if something other than the expected outcome occurs. There's also a renewed push for safe, accurate production. I'm not looking for you to work harder, just smarter. In order to do this, we've introduced a new app called Procore. So some of you have already probably been using it to plan out your day's work. But by the end of March, everybody will be using it. Now this is where I'm going to ask for your help and challenge you. In order to be able to compete with our competitors, with their pay rates, their per diems, and their vacation, we need to stop getting people injured, wrecking vehicles, and having forced outages. I also need you to document every task that you do with before and after pictures and writing it down in the moment that you do it. If we focus on the 4 safety topics in our daily discussions, line of fire, protective cover, rigging and driving, we utilize a questioning attitude, a peer check and a self-check, and stop to think about every task you are about to perform. Also, document every task that we perform on a job site. We should be able to be the company paying the best rates, per diems, and vacations. I look forward to achieving a perfect year and becoming the best utility construction company in the region. Thank you and have a great day.